Bruce Leroy out of Miami, Florida. Alex Caceres came to the UFC off The Ultimate Fighter all the way back in 2011 and is still realizing success at the highest level of mixed martial arts. If someone would have told you that Alex Caceres would get to 30 UFC fights, a lot of fight fans would have been dismissive of that as a possibility. Not only has he gotten there, but he's won a lot of them, and against high-level competition, he has worked exceedingly hard on his all-around game, worked very hard on his striking to have that catch up with his grappling, and now Alex Caceres is a bona fide elite featherweight. Another good test in front of him tonight. All right, so here he is, the California kid, former WEC featherweight champion Urijah Faber. And sometimes with just the affable nature and the smile, you lose sight of the greatness. At one point in time, this man was 21-1, eventually took his rightful place in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah, UFC Hall of Famer, a guy that came from wrestling, wasn't heralded. He wasn't a high-level wrestling guy, thought to become a champion. Did exactly that, won WEC gold, fought for the UFC championship, was part of some of the biggest rivalries the sport has ever seen, and it was all behind the fact that he could fight. Great wrestling, great grappling, tremendous submission skills, and unbelievable striking for a shorter guy. Let's see if Faber can get the job done tonight.
And mercifully, his Hall of Fame speech has finally just ended. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the California kid, Urijah Faber!
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight.
Good.
The California kid, Urijah Faber, ready to go here in round one. His last first-round stoppage win against Ivan Menjivar. That was back in UFC 157 in 2013. So much championship experience, but he does get off to a good start more often than not. We'll see if Faber can continue that trend as the early moments of this one play out. Oh, how good is that? Defense right into offense. He avoids the strike and gets the takedown.
Well, he caught his opponent swinging there. The moment he was able to get a read, see that he was going to miss, level change, got to his hips, put him on his back, and now he is in his world.
Working from the top here. Pretty strong ground and pound by Faber. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Relentless pressure from the top by Faber.
Great job getting out of harm's way.
Faber ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, butterfly guard now up against the fence, DC Thomas.
Yeah, and he's got some
hold on a second here, champ. Looks like we might get a submission attempt here.
Oh, that's very deep now.
shoulders. Back to the side control now.
Great job landing from the top position.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Faber's right back to the full mount here.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Faber.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware in that.
Faber looking to capitalize. Clipped him with the right hand there. Final seconds here in round one. Down, potentially 20 to go. So as good a round as you can draw up. He had the knockdown early. Great round there from Faber.
Watch him look to finish this round. He's put the pressure on this guy. Move forward behind head movement. Keep your jab nice and long.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
As advertised through 5, round 2. For the UFC Featherweight Championship. Oh, nice jab there by Caceres. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, he shoots for a takedown again.
Now they separate.
Faber gets the single leg takedown. All right, butterfly guard now, DC. If you're on the other side, the offensive fighter, what are you trying to do?
I've got to separate him, John. I can't leave him against the octagon. That is how they get up. They use the fence as a barrier to get back to their feet. You got to put your body between your opponent and the fence so that you can really control him.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free and then start building towards doing something else. The first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
Oh, nice connection by him there, and that shot actually cut him open, champ.
He was landing at a rate that was so high that you knew. The thing I've seen recently, that these fighters, they get into the full guard and they feel safe. And they prefer to just...
Looking for the sub here, DC. Hang on a second. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Faber. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. And continues to pepper the body. Round 3 next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, still pretty early in the fight, so I am not trying to overreact, but it was billed as kickboxer versus wrestler, and the wrestler has had all the advantages tonight.
That's exactly what it has been for this part. It has been the wrestling guy trying to get takedown. It's been the kickboxer trying to stay upright. For this kickboxer, though, he has got to get moving. He's a bit too stationary, and that is why he keeps getting taken down.
Faber gets an important takedown there. Faber's back in half guard. Side control, a lot of weapons he can utilize. Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage.
Hold up, J.A. Another opportunity to try to end this fight by submission. Now let's see what the next step is. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I...
Oh, great submission defense. Caceres gets up now and decides he wants this fight back on the feet. Motions for his opponent to come upright. At a dominant position on the ground. Wants to kickbox him. And that one certainly found the target. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. So there it is, longer reach paying dividends as he counters with a punch. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail.
And they get to the clinch. Look for them to fight for underhook position. The underhook wins the clinch. Who's gonna win this battle?
Caceres' eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. So he stuffs another takedown there. He talked to us about how hard this training camp was in terms of the defensive wrestling, but he certainly put in the right work.
He did a great job of recognizing the threat, understanding that he could not allow his opponent to get to his hips. He never allows his opponent to get to his hips, and because of that, he's been safe.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round. And there is the horn. Confidence has to be high after that round. Really good round there from Faber.
He's scared of you now.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
4th round of a possible.
Beautiful job by the champion.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now. Oh, big elbow.
Man, these guys have some chins on them.
That was a sick right hand. Oh, he's almost shutting him down every time he hits him.
Faber's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. Massive right hand. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Right hook attempt, that's a miss.
Doing a great job fighting behind the reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Oh, a huge block there. Under a minute to go in the round.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts. Oh, nice body shot.
Final seconds of round 4. All right, some replays now from that previous round. A lot of good action for the truck to get you here. All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the California Kid, Urijah Faber.
All right, so the path to UFC featherweight golden glory still goes through this man, and after watching that knockout here tonight in defense of his title, it's hard to envision one of these current featherweights given